Hi, everybody, and what a beautiful, simply beautiful day in the neighborhood. 5th day of November, pushing 70. Some winds out there to kind of contend with on not so good of a hair day potentially, but nevertheless, beautiful day. We've got not so much more of that, of course, in your 7-day. A few updates, a few tweaks to be made, and just at a glancing blow, we're close to the teens for nighttime lows towards the latter part of your 7-day, and snow shower chances are still hovering around 20 to 30% on a couple of days. Snow showers. That's what I said. But beautiful today, right? And, it's not all bad tomorrow either, and in fact, pretty nice. So, an updated 7-day in just a few seconds. I am recording the program earlier than 6 o'clock today because I had an appointment, but I did have a wonderful story that I've been holding on to now for, a few weeks, to be quite honest, but it's finally out of edit. It's done, and I'm glad to be able to pass along with you and celebrate with you and them the 100th anniversary or birthday, however you so choose to put it, of a Sagersville church in McGoffin County that has been, of course, a church home for generations, for now over 100 years. So I'll take you to that in just a few seconds. Did you know that today is the first day to file for office in the state of Kentucky? And in McGoffin County, we've got a dozen or so who have already done so. I'll tell you about that in just a few seconds. Go over an updated list for you, and there'll as well be a complete updated list out in the morning in the Sagersville Independent. Let's talk about Kratom real quickly before we get to other news. And if you're not familiar with Kratom, it is something that you can purchase at a lot of locations over the counter, so to speak. But the governor of Kentucky is moving to make at least a byproduct of it illegal, announcing this week that 7-hydroxymidogene, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, 7-OH for short. He's wanting to make it a class or Schedule 1 narcotic, which means that it will be illegal to sell here in the state of Kentucky. 7-OH is a concentrate. It's a byproduct of the kratom plant itself and offers the possibility for abuse because it essentially binds to opioid receptors, and when kratom is altered to create synthetic opioids, the governor says, as does the Cabinet for Health and Family Services, it becomes a threat to the public's health and puts people's lives at risk. It occurs, 7-OH, naturally in the kratom plant, in very small traces, so to speak, but they're able to use that concentrate. It is sold in a variety of different products over the counter and is now, if the Commonwealth has its way to becoming a Schedule 1 narcotic, which again would make it illegal to sell and buy in the state of Kentucky. So a brief break, very brief. When I come back, we'll see who's already filed for office. I think it's going to be a busy and interesting election year if we're already seeing this much interest one day in. I'll be right back.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County School.
For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER. SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Sagersville National. Welcome to the best sales, the best service, and the best selection in the viewing area and Eastern Kentucky. It's Conley Tire in Staffordsville, where they have big specials on big name brands every month. And as always, brake jobs, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and 6 months no interest. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and conleytire.net.
At Big Sandy Healthcare, every patient is seen as an individual deserving of respect, compassion, and top quality care. For us, it isn't about who they are or where they come from, but about the dignity and the care that they deserve. Our commitment goes beyond simply treating diseases. We tackle food insecurity, transportation problems, and other barriers many of our patients experience that hold them back from living fuller, healthier lives. At Big Sandy Healthcare, that's what sets our organization apart.
It's just the perfect spot to grab lunch, a snack, something sweet, pick up your meds, or have them brought to you curbside. It's your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy that's been proud to serve you and your families for over 100 years. And now on their already incredible menu, fresh baked goods from the Daily Bread. Frazier's Prater Drugstore, 349-3135. As cold and flu season approaches, there's another respiratory illness you should watch for: pneumonia. Like the flu, pneumonia can cause serious health risks and be life-threatening. If you have any questions about how to keep yourself and your loved ones safe and healthy, need over-the-counter relief for any symptoms, or want to keep your immune system at its best, stop by Parkway Pharmacy in Salyersville. Today officially opened up the filing period to run for office in the state of Kentucky. The filing deadline before the May primary is January the 9th, so we've got a while. The deadline for those nonpartisan races for the general election, school board, city council, of that nature, June the 2nd. I'll remind you when that one gets a little bit closer. Write-in candidates have until Monday, August the 24th, and the last day to change your party affiliation to vote in that party's primary is December the 31st of this year. At least one former and current candidate has already changed his party affiliation. As we take a look at those who just today in the opening day of filing, have filed to run for a variety of Magoffin County offices and positions, we see that current county clerk Renee Shepard has filed for re-election. Also, Justin Williams, local pastor who has served on the election board for a number of years, has filed to run for county clerk. Isaac Minix has also filed for county clerk. Eddie Jenkins, current magistrate for District 2, has filed for re-election, as has magistrate of District 1, Darrell Ray Howard. Wade Collinsworth, the constable for District 2, has filed for re-election. Our current PVA in Magoffin County, Becky Allen, has filed for re-election. Brian Montgomery, for jailer, has filed for re-election. Rodney Patrick has filed to run for Magoffin County Sheriff, as has Sheriff Bill Meade. Timmy Salyer has filed for Magoffin County Coroner. And, of course, longtime Democrat and Judge Executive Charles Doc Harden has recently changed his party affiliation to Republican, and he has filed to run again for Magoffin County Judge Executive, this time as a Republican in Magoffin County. Again, we're just literally hours in to the filing period, which again expires on January the 9th. So I expect that list to become quite long and lengthy between now and then, and we'll keep you updated as it continues to grow. My top story this evening is a good one: how $50 turned into 100 years of a celebrated history of devotion and faith for a local church. I'll have that in just a few moments. Right now, before we go to that, here's what's happening on tonight's Magoffin Farm Bureau calendar. Couple of really important birthdays I get to pass along tonight. First, happy 93rd birthday, Mary Carpenter, celebrating her birthday today, and lots of love from family and friends, and Doug and Sue Mortimer as well. We actually got to see Mary yesterday out and about. A little pre-celebration. And to Miss Faye Stacy, with the greatest of love on your 91st birthday, Faye, grandson Mark, all the Stacy family, the Joseph and the Fletcher families as well, everyone joining us in wishing Faye Stacy the happiest of 91st birthdays. Happy birthday, ladies. Christmas in November is this Friday and Saturday at the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center, sponsored and hosted by the Royalton Community Council. A great number and variety of vendors there. You're going to be able to find things for Christmas for yourself, for someone else. Both that you just might not find anywhere else. And they're going to have some cool door prizes as well, and some raffles. So stop in the community center Friday and Saturday, 9 till 5. It's the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center in downtown Salyersville. And stop by the calendar when you want to wish or know whose birthday or anniversary it is, or pass along an important announcement for your church, group, club, organization, or what have you. From there, we'll go to funeral service announcements. First off tonight, a reminder that services for Larry Lee Arnett are going to start in the morning at 11 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Larry Lee passed away this Monday at the age of 88, survived by his nieces and nephews, Jack Gilliland, Kenneth Gilliland, Phyllis Fifi Gilliland, Sarah Lee Howard, Alice Likens, Patrick Arnett, and a host of family and friends. He was preceded in death by his wife, Sarah, brother Shannon Lloyd, and a nephew, Alban Barkley Arnett II. Again, services start in the morning at 11 o'clock for Larry Lee. Services have been set since I was with you last evening for 79-year-old Earl Tackett of Buffalo Road in Sayersville. He passed away Tuesday at his home, survived by his wife, Mary Lou Rigsby Tackett, son Tracy Tackett, as well as his daughter Melissa Arnett, his brother Rufus Tackett, sisters LaVon Simpson and Judy Keltner, as well as 5 grandkids. In addition to his parents, Earl is preceded in death by brother Jimmy. Services will start this Friday morning at 11 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation will be the night before from 5 until 9. And arrangements are to be announced at this time for 79-year-old Minnie Pudge Patrick of Upper Mash Fork Road, who passed away on today's date, survived by daughter Pamela, granddaughters Alicia, Lindsay, Amanda, and Cindy, 11 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. Funeral services for Minnie Pudge Patrick will be announced at a later time by the Sayersville Funeral Home.
There are several risk factors that may put a patient at risk for heart disease.
Especially people who have diabetes or hypertension or high cholesterol and have a family history of heart disease.
Neglecting to see a cardiologist can put you in trouble. You may develop problems that may not be reversible.
We see many people who do not have an actual diagnosis of a heart problem, but may be at risk of heart disease, and we do whatever we can to help mitigate that risk to help prevent disease in the future. ARH, more for Appalachia.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Youth, experience, modern solutions to modern problems,
proven solutions to legal problems,
an emerging face in the courtroom,
a known presence in the courtroom.
Together, we are multifaceted.
Together, we will do right by you.
If you are having any legal issues at all, just relax and call Max.
If a car wreck is causing you pain, just pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne.
You know what tomorrow is? It's Dipper Day at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe, one of the best of 7 days of the week where you can get a Dipper meal, big chunks of juicy, crispy white meat, 2 famous homemade sides and a biscuit for just $6.79 plus tax. Dipper Day every Thursday at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe. It's everyone's favorite time of the year. Well, yeah, Christmas, but I'm talking about the annual Christmas open house at the seasonal shop in Sayersville, and it's this week, Monday through Saturday. Refreshments for everyone, free gifts with all purchases while they last, and so much more. Come and check out all new holiday designs, styles, collections, colors, scents, and more, including stunning decorations to stunning women's fashions for any formal event or just to be comfy and cozy. It's time for the annual open house at the seasonal shop Monday through Saturday. One name, one call, one ultimate solution to your heating and cooling, sales, 24-hour service, and installation for home, commercial, boilers, chillers, and VRF systems. With over 15 years of experience and now based right here in the viewing area, Ultimate Air, 496-6651. It's a story about a lot of things. It's a story at the very basis of it about how literally $50 turned into now more than 100 years of celebrated history and devotion of the Prater Methodist Church here in Sayersville, which sits on the very same site on Church Street, right here in downtown, today as it first did in 1875, creating a legacy of love and leadership while looking ahead to the next 100 years of being such an important part of their church and this community. A deed book dated June 4th, 1875 says that William and Nancy, that's Uncle Billy and Nancy Adams, and William Craft sold to Reuben Patrick, Thomas Prater, and J.R. Manns, trustees of the Methodist Episcopal Church, for $50, a town lot beginning at the southeast corner of the old storehouse of William Adams. That original church building, a one-story frame and weather-boarded building, wood-painted ceilings inside. They used folding chairs for seats, an old-time organ, and an old coal heater. There was no electricity, just dirt roads in front. They got so dusty in the summertime you could barely see, and knee-deep in mud in the winter in downtown Sagersville. But regardless of the weather, the conditions, hardships, when church time came, the Methodist Church was always full. That old building was sold to the McGoffin County Board of Education and taken to use for classrooms for a number of years. And then donations started coming in for a building fund, with the main donors of the church, Uncle Jeff and Aunt Lizzie Prater. And they, along with many others, saw a new building erected. Iris Ramey bought an electric organ with chimes and had it installed in the church in memory of her late husband, Harry Ramey, and her son, Harry Jack. But that church, like much of downtown Sagersville, was built on the same level, and flooding finally took its toll. It was later decided to raise the church. It was later bricked, new sidewalks, and it has stood as a testament to time and faith and community since.
Hello. My name's Randall Williams. I'm the son of Ellis Williams and Winna Rowe Williams, grandson of Bill and Lizzie Prater Rowe. The story I want to share is one that Papa talked about a long time ago when the church, before it got raised. And he talked about that it was a flood. Don't know what year it was, but apparently there was two ladies here in the church that were doing something. Kathy said that they were quilting, and the church flooded, water all in it. So Papa brought his little flat-bottom John boat, paddled it through the front doors, paddled it up to the choir loft, picked the ladies up in his boat, and paddled them out and rescued them. That's the bit of history that I remember and know of that Papa talked about. The other thing that I did today was I brought that picture that Don Dollison drew for my grandmother, and dedicated it and give it to the church because this is its home. This is where it needs to be. She got it in 1968 for having the most family members at the revival they were having, and he was the evangelist that was traveling through, and that was 56 years ago. So she kept it at the head of her bed till she passed away, and then my mother had it over her bed, either at home or in the nursing home till she passed away, and then I got possession of it And when I found out about this 100-year celebration, I thought, what better place for it to be than right here? And this is where it should be. And this is its home. There's an inscription on the back that my mother wrote that tells that history. So that's my little part of here at the church, and this is my family's history.
Hello, my name is Chuck Conley. I've come in today for the 100th anniversary of Porter Memorial Methodist Church. I was born into this church. I was born in 1942, and I have a picture of my mother holding me in a blanket on the front steps of this church in 1943, early 1943. My Sayersville name is Charles Neal Conley. Everybody used to call me Charles Neal. And I left Sayersville in 1957. But I went to Methodist College, Union College in Barberville, Kentucky, and graduated from there. The day we graduated, we moved to Berea, Kentucky, and I became a member there that first Sunday in Berea of the Berea United Methodist Church, and I continue to go there on a regular basis today. It's been a pleasure to be here on this 100th anniversary. Congratulations to all the people that make it what it is. Thank you.
So, hi guys, my name is Sophia Patrick.
And I'm Daylon Patrick.
And one of our favorite memories here is...
Okay. One of our favorite memories of being here at the church was brother and sister Ben Kane and Elizabeth Kane. Me and Sophie have been here for really
our whole
lives. We've gone here for as long as I can remember, and whenever me and Sophie were really little, Ben and Elizabeth would both carry us out to the car. I'm sure we were asleep by the end of the service. And now we've kind of had a full circle moment
because we get to take
their kids now and play with them and put them in the car.
Yeah,
so that is one of our favorite memories.
Can you say your name?
Say, what's your name? Say
What's your
John
name?
Huck.
And what's your name?
Nelson.
Mrs. Nelson. So today we're going to carry on the tradition and take them to their car today.
So
thank you for listening.
today we are celebrating 100 years of using this building, and we think of all the hundreds of sinners and saints who've gathered in this church for worship and Bible study, Sunday school, youth groups, vacation Bible school. One of the things we're celebrating is God's faithfulness, that God is always here. A lot of sermons, I'm sure, in the past have been hellfire and brimstone, and a lot of people have given their life to God because of fear of dying. But our message here is also about God's grace and mercy and His love. It's His kindness that draws us to Him. And so we're hoping to share that love with others in our community. And we're one of many churches in the community who are worshiping God this morning. And we thank Him for the opportunity we have to worship here.
Congratulations on now 100 years plus, and thank you for allowing me to share that story to everyone at Prater Methodist. All right, let me share with you right now an outlook which looks pretty nice for tomorrow, a little on the cooler side compared to today, but not so much to next Monday. So where are we and where have we been today? We've been at 74 beautiful degrees. Told you we'd break 70 today. And, well, you know, just perfect. We started off at 35, which is about where we'll fall to before the night is all said and done. Continued mostly clear skies for this Wednesday. Now, it's not going to be as nice temperature-wise tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, winds, yeah, 21-mile-an-hour gust was the biggest I clocked. And remember, that's downtown, sheltered here by the buildings. So it has been a breezy day. Leaves and hair have been flying if you've been out and noticed, certainly. But nevertheless, mostly clear skies tonight. A milder wind of 5 to 6 here. After a while, it's starting to calm down a little bit, of course, now. And we'll continue to do so. Now, we're going to see temperatures change tomorrow. Nothing else but temperatures changing. Still sunny skies. The winds are going to blow on through, and this system is dry. Will leave us with 59 and sunny tomorrow. Mostly clear skies tomorrow night. And then we rebound on your Friday. We've got a cold front coming. A little warm air out and ahead of it. Nothing unusual there. Partly sunny for your Friday. And showers. I think a 60% chance, like after 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You can crank that up to about a 90% chance by Friday night. 69, 47, some sun and some showers. Saturday, 66 degrees, but mostly sunny. So a nice first half of your weekend. Mid-60s, mostly sunny. Another great day to stop by Henry's Hot Dog Company. Just saying. A little shameless self-promotion there. Sunday, not so much as far as sunshine. 50, mostly cloudy. There is a 30% chance of showers early. Those will be wet towards the latter part of your Sunday. When we get down into the 20s, those could be white. We could see flakes. We have a 30% chance of some snow showers Sunday night. That could lead over into your Monday, where we have mostly sunny, 38 degrees, and a 20% chance of some snow showers likely, or let's just say possible, to linger in Monday morning time. So keep that in mind. Then we start a slow climb out. Tuesday, 46 and sunny. Wednesday, 48, and the return of sunshine again. That's going to wrap it up for tonight. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful, well, it's already dark. Enjoy the rest of your evening nonetheless. But thank you for being a part of the show, and I'll see you tomorrow.